Good morning everybody, Hayden here, and today working on the RX-7 again. So what I did yesterday, I actually did work on it. I finished up this manifold for a customer and I was able to work on it yesterday. Oh geez. Of course, I always start these videos and I forgot to turn my notifications off. So yeah, anyways, I finished up this dude's manifold and I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna work on my own car. So what I did yesterday was, I'll show you guys really quick. It might be kind of hard to see, but I did get the Wishbone all installed in there. The Wishbone is this little piece down in here that looks like a wishbone. It's just basically a triangle, and that's what holds the rear axle in the center of the car. And I already checked it out. It doesn't bind up or anything, but I may have to have the machinist make me a new one of these tubes that fits in here nicely, because if I can, like, I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys on camera, but like you can hear it. So like it has a little bit of play in it. So I'm gonna have him remake me the inner tube so that it fits nicer in this tube. I'm not sure how he's gonna do it. I'll have to ask him and see if he can do something like that for me. I am gonna go ahead and like gusset these a little bit or box these in. So that way, I don't know, I just feel like I'd feel a lot better having those tabs boxed in since it's only a one mount on it. But yeah, really simple. It just welds to the little bar that goes across the rear axle and the 4-link brackets on both sides and just triangulates it. So it actually works really nice because I already tested it, like I said, but as I go up and down with ride height, the rear axle always stays in the same position. Like it always stays centered in the car. It is a lot harder to adjust, but it's just gonna be something that once you do adjust it, you just can forget it, or you can set it and forget it because it's never gonna change as you adjust ride height. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I have a big list I gotta do today, so right now I'm at the point, oh, actually I forgot to show you guys too. I did get the anti-roll bar mounts all welded in. They work really good. I was able to take the slop out of that, which is very, very, very light preload, like not even any preload, just lightly screwing this one up and then pushing this one down. So works really well, happy with that. But yeah, now that I got those two things done, it was a big thing getting that wishbone done. I thought it was gonna take me a lot longer, but it only took me about 4 or 5 hours to do yesterday. Anyways, enough rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and take the rear axle all the way out. I have this huge list. I got sheet metal to do everything today. I'm basically gonna take the rear axle out, weld all the tubs in, weld everything else up, like the shock tower, coilover mounts and all that stuff. I'm also gonna gusset the front 4-link brackets so that way they don't flex or anything like that, and just clean everything up and get everything welded today. And maybe if I can see, I'm gonna see if I can get everything welded today and then possibly do the top sheet metal that's gonna cover everything back here. And if I can get that done today, I'm gonna go ahead and caulk the rest of it. So hoping I can get a lot of stuff done today. Charlie might come by later tonight too and hang out. So we'll see what the day brings, I guess. Can't remember exactly where I left off. I think the last thing I did was take this rear axle out. Now that it's out, you guys can see the wishbone better, but it's really simple. I do need to have the machinist make me a new one of these bars that fits in here nicer because there's like a lot of slop in this thing. You can hear it, but while this is out, I'm gonna take all the bars off of it and paint them. But I did go ahead and after I took the rear axle out, I got all of this stuff like stitch welded and like tack welded in place. The tubs are all tack welded in place. These back panels are in back here on both sides. So I got that done. Everything on here is all welded up. I did put a brace down on the front 4-link brackets, and then now I'm working on the front part of boxing in like all this open space up here. Probably gonna be as far as I get tonight. Charles is over here. He's helped me a little bit.
Hello.
Everybody's been wondering where you've been. Just been chilling, hanging out,
Been doing
working.
things.
Doing things and stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
But helped me a little bit today, helped me hold some shit.
Yeah.
Went and got some food, hung out. When you gonna get the Geo done?
Never.
You gotta do it.
Maybe.
You gotta do it. It's gonna be sick.
I'm gonna start working on it at least.
Do it. And then maybe if this thing is done, I can come over and help you.
Yeah.
And we can work on it. That way we can get it done. Could be sick. Just like, I could probably come help you like once a week or so. Sound like a plan? Maybe this summer once this thing's done. Hoping to get this thing done in a couple weeks. So You help me a little bit on this, I'll help you a little bit on the geo.
Fair trade.
There you go. Fucking A. But yeah, it's pretty late, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here for now. I'll show you guys, let me show you guys this really quick actually before we go. But so the idea here is pretty simple. Like obviously this is really flimsy right now, but I'll make a piece that goes straight up from down here up to box this in, and then this piece up here will just like wrap around the tubs and be flush on top of the tubs on both sides, so that way it panels everything back in. And then as far as like the rear goes for right here, because I'm gonna have the sheet metal come down right here at the end of the tubs, I still have to fill this gap in here. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna just cut out like a piece of sheet metal that's like a circle, or just get a piece of flat sheet and just tack it up there. That way I don't have to like cut it precise or anything like that. I'll figure that out in a later date. But alrighty, it is the next day. It's afternoon time. I was working on some customer stuff this morning, which I gotta work on some customer stuff in here in a little bit, but check out the progress I got done. I made these two little pieces and this top part. Actually, I think I showed the top part earlier, but yeah, made this and got it all stitched in. So it came out pretty good. Really happy with that. I also did, which of course I'm an idiot and forgot to show you guys, but I do have the fuel cell mounts right here. There's one here, over there on the back side, and on the other side also. So it's got 4 total mounts. Kind of hard to see with the light, but they're really simple. The iron just has a hole in it, then they mount to these 4 brackets up top. Put a lot of weight on it and put a lot of body weight on it to see if they'd flex or anything like that, and it's actually really strong, so I'm really happy with that. It's about a 15-gallon fuel cell, somewhere in there, 13 to 15 when I calculated it out. But moving right along here super fast, hope you guys can keep up. This is the top piece of, well, this is the cardboard obviously for the top part of the tub shit. It's gonna go along here. So I already got this all cut out. This fits really good. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it onto my sheet of steel over here and then cut it out with my plasma. Gonna go ahead and get that top piece all tacked up, and then I have 3 more pieces I gotta cut and make and tack, and then after I do that, I will have all the sheet metal stuff tacked and all the stuff underneath that I need to weld it up. So after I get all those pieces made, I'll be able to caulk it all, which I'm gonna use caulk instead of seam sealer. I don't know why, it's just what I'm gonna use. I've talked to some people about it and it seems like the best method for me. And then after I caulk it all, I'm gonna paint it all. So once I paint it all, then I will be able to install the rear axle. Hopefully not have to take it out for a long ass time, because I'm tired of taking it out. Once I get the rear axle installed, I can move on to other things. Gonna get to it, got a long day today. Alrighty guys, so it's the next day again. Unfortunately today, I'm not gonna be able to work on the RX-7 at all. I have to finish, have to adjust some stuff on the Civic, do some fab work on the Civic, and then do this Evo that I've been putting off for forever. But check it out guys. I did get the top piece on it. It does look a little weird, and it's probably not gonna look normal to like how most people tub their stuff. It does look a little weird because it follows the line of the tubs like up. So the reason why I did this was, obviously I showed you guys before, my shock tower mounts, or my coilover mounts are mounted up really high because they're so long and I have it so low. Now, what I could have done is basically like followed the tops of the frame rails and went up with it, plated it, and then went up above the coilover mounts, and then back over top, and then back down and back like that, and squared everything. But that would have included a lot more cuts and a lot more like tack welds and a lot more caulking and whatnot. And to be honest, this is just the easiest way. Just lay a sheet over it and tack it. And then it also gives me a bunch of room up there, because I also had issues with, so if you look, even if I boxed it, it would have looked really weird because of how high how high my 4-link brackets are. This is like really low on them, and then the bars actually like come up from here. So this was the easiest way for me to do it, instead of adding like a whole bunch of boxes and steps to it basically. It does look a little weird, but I think once it's all painted and everything like that, it'll look really good. I'm not too worried about it, and obviously I'm gonna see how much it flexes and vibrates and rattles and whatnot, but I am gonna be using this, it's like a Herculiner or something like that. It's a roll-on bed liner. It's really strong. So what I'm hoping is that'll take up any of the vibrations or flex or anything that's in this 22 gauge sheet metal, because it is really thin. I'm gonna also be using that in the wheel wells, so that way like if any rocks or anything hit it, it's not annoying like driving on the street basically. This is another thing too, I did get this piece all done, so basically I just need to make this down piece and then the one up front that goes down, tack it all in place some more, make sure there's a lot of tacks on it, and then caulk it all up and paint it. So I'm really excited that I got this far. I was gonna try and get the majority of it done and painted by basically today, and it didn't happen. I had to run last night and go pick up that Evo. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's gonna do it for this video. Next video will be caulking and painting the tubs, and then hopefully final installation of the rear until I break it. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know what to do, and hit me up on Instagram if y'all got any questions or anything like that, and us go and do it. Take it easy, guys.